Good morning, everybody. Thank you for stopping by. I haven't been creating much lately. Been doing like yard work, helping out neighbors, that sort of thing. That keeps me occupied. But I did want to show you a can tree. I call it I Can Do tree. Basically, bottle tree, except with cans. And it'd be easy enough to switch it back. The main stem is field fencing post. The limbs is just regular miscellaneous round bar. And I got a nice hefty brake rotor as a base. I adorned it with butterflies I reclaimed out of a solar light. Then a couple good old-fashioned pine cones, which I have a never-ending supply of. And over here, I have a weather vane with bottles, bottle tree, I guess. There's the heart. I call this Have a Heart weather vane. What got me started creating this is a neighbor gave me a case of brand new green bottles. And I was going to take them up to the recycling compound, but I figure I'd never get new bottles, so this got me the hair up the rear to create this. Good old brake rotor as a base. And this, too, is a field fencing post. This is older because it's extruded, you might say, compared to the first one on the can tree. It's only pressed. Like they use thin sheet metal and they press it into that combination U shape. My Schefferilla trees are doing well. This particular one here was a wee little baby when I planted it. I don't know if I'm going to regret putting that dual wheel spacer around the base, but if I do regret it, it's easy enough to cut it off. And I have something in the backyard to show you. My Jurassic Park here is still thriving well. The Norfolk pine is growing up, and that is a volunteer. I'm not sure what was originally in this hanging pot, but that's kind of like a moss that has been growing, and the neighbor told me to just go ahead and take it. And that's when I put my little skeleton in there. Not sure what that's supposed to be. There's a pine cone and a granite chip that I couldn't resist. A few days ago, I helped a lady hang a little swing in her tree for her grandson, and she gave me this sunsail shade. And I have something to cover the tractor now. Actually, it'd be nice to get another one. They usually run these in pairs or even 3 at a time. But there's no rips or anything in it. I need another one to cover this spot here. I might look online to see what's available. But that worked out real good. I centered it over the tractor here. By the way, that's still my freebie tractor. Running well. Yes, I do keep it waxed. And this is what my backyard looks like. Sometimes when I take a visitor back here and they see it, they're surprised. They probably would think it looks like a junkyard back here. But I only have one place I store my inventory. That's my side yard right here. I still have those 2 tanks. I'm waiting to get material for a smokestack. For those who have saw or have seen my earlier video. The other day I picked up some bed rail. Always good, cheap material to use for non-critical. Been picking up a bunch of electric motors. I've salvaged several of them, and I advertise them. Here is a good example of what gets thrown out. That is a beautiful looking motor. It was locked up, and at first glance you'd think, oh, the bearings are shot. I took it apart, absolutely nothing wrong with the bearings, and this is a more or less a brand new motor. There's a date code I thought I saw on this somewhere. Yeah, it just says B23, so it was made this year. But the problem is right there, duty cycle is not very good. It's not 100%, but still, this would be good for drill presses or a belt sander or something. But the problem, it had a little bit of rust between the field and the armature, and that locked it up tight, because everything else was brand new in it. And I picked these up, fix them, and list them online. Had to replace my drill press motor. I found that motor in the dumpster, and it's a perfect bolt up. I like to convert this V-belt, it's only about a 1/16 or I guess an 1/8 inch, to a full size. I don't need a multi-speed, just a slow speed. I bought that in 1980, and it was used when I got it. The only thing I wish it had is like a rack and pinion to raise the table. here is another motor that I got running. Runs great. Except this has a duty cycle on it too. And it's not ventilated. Where normally they're like 100% duty cycle, these vents are open and this is all molded shut. And I was first thinking opening these up, but it wouldn't do much good because it don't have a blower fan on the armature. Okay. It's all blank. And same way with the front. Normally where they're open, they're closed. So I don't have this one listed yet. I'm not sure if I will or not. Someone needs something and it's not going to work 100%, I might sell it to them. And you can see on the label, the duty cycle, they have it listed as time. But this is reversible, dual voltage, just like the other one. Runs nice and quiet. But I did notice something. Another reason why I don't list this is occasionally when I plug it in, it reverses itself. When I first plugged it in, facing the shaft, it was going clockwise. Let it stop. When I plug it in the next time, it went counterclockwise. So, if I do use that motor, it probably would be something for myself. But anyway, that's what I've been up to. Thanks again for stopping by. Take care.